Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Steph Lover, here live at Mikado, Northeast Washington, D.C. with my favorite running back, and that's a fact, Jack, because nobody loves you when you whack. I had to bring that back. That's my old shit. So, we waiting on Maino, Hustle Hard. He'll be here. It's the listening session. He got a brand new project out. So, in the meantime, I missed Clinton last week, so I'm going to grill him because he's in the news and whatnot. Always for the wrong reasons. They don't want to talk about the turkey giveaway and none of that. They don't want to talk about the Halloween thing he did for the kids. They don't want to talk about his man 10-year anniversary, none of that. What they want to talk about, see?
It's always negative, man.
What they want to talk about?
The headlines. You know, if you even read the headlines, you'll
Wait a minute,
see what
hold
it
on.
is.
Let me read the headline.
The headline.
The headline said Clinton Porter's drank Hennessy with Sean Taylor, Santana Moss before game. But wasn't y'all winning?
They make that sound so negative.
But wasn't y'all winning?
We were winning at that time. But even if you read the article, you would see, like, we took a shot before the game. You know, prior to the game, we all took one shot. Just like,
so it wasn't an ongoing thing. So y'all wasn't in there getting slithered.
It wasn't like we got a cup and let's get at it. It was one shot before the game. Everybody else, you go in there and you take a shot of a needle and all this. So to play through the pain, to play injured, to do anything, it was just, you know what, man, I'm going to take this shot and go out here and deal with it. You know what I mean? And that's the way I play.
I'm starting to fall in love with that y'all whole crew. Y'all had a little mini bar in the locker room?
No, it wasn't in the locker room. And that's what's crazy. It wasn't in the locker room. You still got to get to the game. You know what I mean? So using a driver, you got to get to the game. Everybody got, you know, a bottle in the car for after the game. If you win, you going out. You know what I mean? You got to drive.
Beer in the locker room.
Yeah,
exactly.
But that's what's crazy. Back in the day, it was like cool to do. All of a sudden, when the rules come into effect, it's like, oh, don't do this. This is the worst thing you can. Man,
First it was you was on the run for a parking ticket.
Man, I'm telling you, I've been on the run for a parking ticket. I'm grown for, you know, at the moment, I always heard, the moment you turned 21, you were grown. So I made a grown-up decision, no matter what phase it was in. People drink in the office. Lawyers do all kind of craziness before they go to trial.
In the bigger sense, you was talking about your man Sean. It has been 10 years. So let's talk about Sean. Forget all that.
Man.
10 years ago, it's a horrible situation. I don't even want to call it an accident because those assholes, I hope they got football numbers behind that. But talk about your man. How good was he, or could he have been had he lived? Because he was amazing for what I saw.
I think he was great. That was unfortunate for the kids that did it because they threw away their lives. They didn't know the effect of what they were doing. You know, it was just one of those moments you feel like, oh, you know what, we're going to go and pull this off. And in the after effects for everybody, you know what I mean? So they were young kids, you know, and made a bad decision. So you can't even look at them like, man, what the hell was you doing? You know, like you see what you took away from the world. So for them, you know what I mean, you just got to pray for them as well. But when you think about Sean, man, Sean was so outstanding just as a human being. You don't get that anymore.
He was
you
serious
don't get,
on the field,
you don't get that from people. You're talking about a genuine, great-hearted guy, and you don't get that through people anymore. And you know, everybody want to live through and pretend to do. You know, everybody talk about how cool and how this and how that they are, but when you have people that surround you that can speak highly of you at all times, don't have any negative to say, and that's what the people around Sean do. You know, knowing Sean and everything Sean did wasn't peaches and cream, but it was stuff that he owned up to, that he took on and says, you know what, I did that, I'll deal with it. It wasn't no ifs, ands, buts, wasn't any excuses made. So that's where the respect and the appreciation come in there.
And Sean, real quick, I heard a story about a cornerback that came in this year. He had to like ask permission, or he just had that much respect for Sean that he didn't have to ask, but he did ask permission to wear his number this year.
Well, it was DJ Swearinger switched jerseys to 36, and that was the number Sean had his rookie year, actually. So DJ Swearinger came in, the guy that I think Stuart Cravens was wearing it first. So he just, you know, him and Stuart Cravens swapped jersey. But when you look at the respect around the league, you know, you look at Landon Collins up in New York. You know, you look at Cam Chancellor and Eric Berry. all
He
guys
influenced a
it's
lot of
noticeable
guys, yeah.
that Sean influenced their career. But all those guys are great within their own right, and I think it's great to try and achieve that level of success. And you keep aiming at it, one day they will.
Yo, I feel like y'all Redskins are like a tight-knit, close family. I know you in touch with, like, the guys from the U, but how tight-knit is that group of guys? Because I know you and Santana are cool, but how about the rest of y'all from that time?
Well, it's a lot of us that's cool, not just me and Santana. Santana is just a person that you talk to on the phone that I hang out with. If I'm going to dinner, if I want to go smoke a cigar, hey, Tanner, come on, let's go do this. But, man, you have so many guys, Rock Cartwright, Robert Roy, Fred Smoot, you know what I mean?
You were doing a morning show with Cooley,
Chris
right?
Samuels, yeah. So, for me, I have access to all those guys. We don't get to see each other as much as me and Santana see each other, but everyone else, I mean, we still cool. Everybody, I think when you look at everyone who went through that experience, you still connected, you still bonded, even if it's just for that. I talked to a lot of guys that I played with. It's just everybody is spread out. So
right.
If I touch down in their city, if I touch down in Houston, or I touch down in L.A., if I touch down in the Chi or wherever I'm at, I can call somebody that's there.
Yo, that's a beautiful thing. It's the same thing in the radio world. I'll be like, girl, when you come to New York, you want that love. So it's all mutual and whatnot. Yo, let's talk about some music because we waiting on Maino. What you been listening to lately? I've been on that Shot of Prince. Have you heard that?
Yeah, you know what? I
No
listen to
Dope
that.
on Sunday?
That's actually a dope album. For me, I've been listening to NBA YoungBoy. I really
NBA
been on.
YoungBoy.
I've been anticipating this Bupac for so long that I started back listening to all Boosie old albums. And Touchdown to Cause Hell has went from here in my files to #1 played.
You know what?
I
underestimated Boosie a lot because I thought it was a lot of riding because they shout him out a lot. But yo, he's quality artist.
This Touchdown to Cause Hell album, just going back, you got songs on there that relate, that's so real that people wouldn't even get. You just got to listen to the words. You know how long it's been since you listened to words of a song? Like, you're normally caught up in the hook and trying to see if you can move to it. But it's words on that album that if you get an opportunity to just listen to the lyrics, it's like amazing that this stage or this his mindset. You know what I mean? So I really been bumping Boosie because I'm waiting on this countdown to Bupac to be released this month.
I'm looking forward to a lot of the collabos they got. Like, I think they got Big Sean just announced him and Metro Boomin are doing a joint album. It's like a lot of collabos. Quavo and who's Quavo doing the album with? Travis Scott, stuff like that. Two big artists come together. I mean, it's kind of like when Future and Drake got together. You know you're gonna get something.
You're gonna get
hopefully
some hot songs out of that.
Yeah.
But for me, like when I'm solo, man, I'm bumping Leela James. Like I'm bumping.
Now what about the Chris Brown album? 45 joints.
I haven't.
Somebody gonna get pregnant after 45
I keep
slow
listening to
joints.
Chris Brown album, but you know how you got to be in the right mindset, in the right environment.
You gotta be high.
Yeah, I don't get high, so I'm gonna miss out on that. Yeah, but I love Chris Brown as an artist.
Me too, VA zone.
Just when I can find that zone to say, you know what, this is a Chris Brown day, because lately it's been Leela James, it's been Anthony Hamilton, it's been Lucas Graham, it's been, that's the vibe that I've been in.
So Clint.
Yeah, man, I've been cooling.
Boy. How was Miami though? Real quick, cause I was feeling for you when them boys took a fumble and a tumble and another fumble.
You talking about heartbreak? Like, to get your heart broke 2 nights in a row, because my Skins lost to the Cowboys on Thanksgiving night.
Right.
And it was a game that you feel like you're going to go out and win. So I was already devastated. And then 2 nights later, the Canes going to lose to Clemson, and they get demolished. And
that wasn't
it hurt so
good
bad.
look.
Like, as a fan, I realized why everything hurt and why people have so much turmoil all of a sudden. Because as a fan, you spend your money to go see this shit. You got to pay for a flight. You got to pay for a hotel room. You buying new gear.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to buy tickets for the game.
All that.
And everything that lead up to
after
it.
After party, don't forget that.
Yeah, the before party. You partied before,
food,
not
the
after.
the souvenir.
The food, everything that you go and spend on behind repping your team.
Right.
And then all of a sudden they lose, and you like, man, I could have sat at home to watch this shit. Like, I could have sat at home to watch this. But, you know, I think I really
what
think.
happens from here? Do they play a bowl?
Yeah, they're going to a bowl game. They're playing in the Orange Bowl, which is a good bowl. But I think we overachieved in the first place. But then all of a sudden they lose 2 games in a row at the end of the year. You just end on a sour note.
Yo, the $1 million question, though, CP, because you in the Hall of Fame in Miami. Is the U back?
They're on the way back. I won't say they're back because they're missing a lot of pieces. They're missing depth. You know, and if you watch any of the U games, you would see that is missing a lot. You know, you just had the announcement of Mark Walton, the running back, the star player, leaving school early off of injury. And you got to wait until you get that depth where you got Clint Portis, Willis McGahee, Frank Gore. I'm not sure if you'll get that level of talent, but you need that level of competition again before I say the U is back.
Everybody love the U. We all love the U, and everybody love all the haters. They're your biggest fans. That's why we waiting on Maino. He got the hater anthem. It still works today. Hi, haters. I just think I seen Chi Ali a minute ago. We're going to snatch him up in a second. Chi Ali, was that you, baby? I know I seen Chi. Where Chi at? He at the bar. We'll be back. More hard hats and high heels. Or like Clint say, hats and heels. Tough guy shit.
Yo,
what's up, good, man? We back on Hats and Hill. Me and your man, Chi Ali.
Peace,
great
yo.
guest of ours on this show.
Thanks for having me, CP.
Man,
and
appreciate
Steph,
you coming
Steph
again, man.
Sure too,
you know, I know we at Maino listening party.
Yeah, big shouts to Maino. And for y'all that don't know, the Pain is Love album is hard. Like he's kicking, he's rapping. Maino's an MC. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely a fan of his for a long time. But you know, if you're able to get down here ASAP. We at what's the address here?
Hey,
we at Maquito, 1351 8th Street. Get down here, Northeast, 1351 8th Street, Northeast.
Hey, listen, how you already listened to the album already?
I mess with it hard. We can curse or no?
Yeah, you can curse.
I'll fuck with it. Helicopters, I believe it's like the second joint. Helicopters is one of my favorites. And the joint called Family with Dios. Those two is my favorites, but the whole album is hard. But them 2 joints is
when you
tough.
anticipate albums and music, like who are some of the artists you look forward to hearing or dropping?
Definitely like Fab and Jadakiss. Those are 2 of my favorites. And I love their new album, Friday the 13th. I love Drake. I like a lot of the new kids. Like I like A Boogie. I love a lot of R&B shit. You know, I'm 41 now. I'm a little older, so I'm an R&B head too.
So for me, we were talking about earlier on the show, I'm anticipating this Boopak. I'm from the South. I'm a huge Boosie fan. Yeah. You mess with Boosie?
He was here last week. He was at Bliss.
I was out of town. I can't go to Bliss, man.
Yeah. We already know that. But fucking Boosie, I just love his movement, like his whole energy. The way when he came home, he stepped straight to his business and got to it. He didn't let it stagnate him or nothing. So I'm just feeling his movement.
So speaking of coming home, you know, you've been in the situation. You came home. The love and appreciation of you. Talking about Boo and the other guys that's been in this situation. When you look at Meek Mill's situation, gone and all of a sudden everybody moving to get him back on his feet. You know, what's your take on that?
I mean, my take on that is I feel like this. At the end of the day, I don't feel like he's a threat to society. I feel like he's helping and feeding a lot of families right now. So I don't really get it. I feel like it's about rehabilitation and making a person better, but I feel like he can do more on the outside. I get it, he broke some rules. I'm not saying he's exempt, he's bigger than the law or anything. I get that. But that sentence is kind of harsh, right?
Why do courts set examples with our color? You know, when you look at the situation that's going on in Hollywood with all of the accusations and all of the finger pointing for who's doing what, who's touching who, and then you look at a guy like Meek Mill that violated probation for whatever, a minor charge, and all of a sudden he's gone, but everyone else gets an opportunity to wait and see. Let's wait and see. Although all these people saying you did this to me, and there's no action taken.
I feel like a lot of it is just, you know, with the MC, with rappers, they're stereotype. And then if you got you wear the jewelry and the tattoos, and then with the dirt bike, you know, it's just an image. We love it, but it's an image that some people are afraid of. Like, he's a threat, and not only is he a threat to them, he's a young black man that's getting tons of money, and he don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, it's like, yo, we come from nothing, and we be poor so long that when we get something, we happy. You know what I mean? So we show it in different ways, but at the end of the day, I feel like him being on the streets is more beneficial to society than him being, like, I don't think Meek Mills is coming out to shoot nobody, because I think he knows he can't really get away with it.
So when you think about all the positive effects that a rapper or a guy like Meek Mill have on the community, but then you come out with a judge saying he's a threat to this community, I don't think anyone that's in the vicinity that Meek is in feel like, oh, it's about to go down in this environment.
Nah, I don't either, but I feel like the judge was kind of, she pushed herself into a corner, because once she sentenced him, it got so much attention that if she would have backtracked at that point, it would have been like, well, why you do it in the first place? Like she fucked up. So she was in a rough spot, but it's like at the end of the day, that's someone's freedom. Like, you in a rough spot, but you go home. Like, it's nothing like that. Like, you know, you'll talk to COs, correction officers, and off times they'll say, you know, I'm in here all day like you. And you are. But you here by choice, and you can leave when you want to, and that is a huge difference. You feel what I'm saying? I mean, it's the difference from day and night. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, my prayers go for me. Keep your head up, stay strong. You know, you're going to get through it and be a better man. Hopefully you'll get through it before that time, but if not, we still here for you, bro.
Hey, Hard Hats and Heels, Chi Ali, CP, we waiting on Maino. It's about to go down.
You already know. Peace, y'all.
Hard Hats and Heels, we'll be back.
What's up? It's your girl, Steph Lover, CP, and Maino. Hustle hard.
Hey.
King of Brooklyn in the building. Got a new project, Party and Pain. It's out if you haven't heard it. Shame on you. You need that in your life. With all this technology, you should already have that in your life. But he's here in the DMV, the DC area. Everybody, make some noise for Maino, everybody. Hey!
They can't hear this. This is for TV land, right?
Right.
This is TV land. All right.
You can talk regular.
Okay, so what's happening?
We
What we
have
doing?
great editors.
Okay, so what's happening?
Do you know Clem Porter?
Yeah, we met. We crossed paths.
Tell them how you met that.
No, you don't tell us. You don't tell them how we met. We met. We crossed paths. Mutual understanding.
I tell you what. It was the right way. It was the right way. We crossed paths the right way, as G's supposed to do it. You know what I mean? I see you, boy. Yeah, I see you too. Man.
It was a mutual respect.
Yeah. I got a fleet. You got a fleet. Yeah.
It was my younger days. I told you I changed my lifestyle. So I got myself together.
That just means he's doing it better.
No, that means
shout out to Chiali. You know, doing it.
Listen, man. When you look at trouble, Steph called me a troublemaker,
right?
But I'm in the news for small stuff. When it comes to troublemaker, you know, I pull up articles like, "What we gonna talk about?" You got 100 beefs in a year's time. You know, and I wouldn't even say beefs.
Yeah. And plus, listen, check this out, right? You know, like, the rap game is entertainment, man, and it's like you get into a couple of little skirmishes and everything like that. Any issue that I felt like I really had, it wasn't about wax. It was about, you know, physicality.
So how do you decipher guys that's gonna get physical and it's just wax? You know, like, we gonna crack this joke today and I'm done with it.
I ain't cracking jokes like that, and I ain't playing with nobody like that. So don't even play with me like that. That's why I just stay away from it. So I just draw the line, like, just stay away from it. Stay away from me.
So are you one of those affiliates that make music, but you only make music with people that you consider
that's
real
not true.
people?
Nah, I make music with whoever I feel is dope. I'm not setting a bar on what another person is, because I know that this is all smoke and mirrors and entertainment. I don't care what he is. I don't even care what he is. Like, I'm not looking at him as being this or that. I'm not looking at him as being a so-called real nigga. It don't matter to me. If it makes sense, if the music is good, then we can make music. It's music. It's a job. It's all good.
So speaking of good music, you just dropped this mixtape. What should the people be looking forward to?
Oh man, we just got a lot of dope music on there. Party and Pain. We got a joint with Fat Joe on there called God Bless. Got a joint with Dave East called Bag Talk. A lot of dope shit, man. And the project is said to be my best project, though. I mean, this is what the day one diehard fans are saying. So,
what make this, when you talk about best project is usually, if I relate it to sports, your early years, those years, you don't know what's going on. You just out here doing this. You don't know the business. You don't really understand it. You're doing it with the heart and the love. Did you lose that love at some point to get it back? Like, what was your story for this album?
Well, I think this project, they hear me being like unfiltered about my life and my feelings, and even how I feel about the game, and even what I go through, personally. You understand? So it's a lot more personal. See, people relate to things that they relate to, right? So if I make music and I talk about, what I'm going through with my baby mama, or what I'm going through, with cases, or what I'm going through in my personal life, it's people out there that go through stuff like that and relate to that and feel like, damn, bro, like, I feel that, I got a record on there talking about my kids and how I feel like I wanted to be a better father, how I don't feel like I'm the greatest father for my daughter. I know it's men that can relate to that. It's just me being just straight up honest, and sometimes honesty is the best policy. You feel me?
You feel like a baby mama beef worse than any beef you can possibly have? A baby mama beef is the worst beef you can have. Street beef, going to court, anything. A baby mama beef is the biggest headache that you can
the
possibly deal
ladies
with.
love Maino. I don't know if you know that. Several reality stars, actresses.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
What is it?
I'm a cool guy, man. I'm confident. I'm supremely confident. I'm a cool dude. I'm humble. And look, it is what it is. I mean, what else should happen? Who else they gonna like? But me. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it ain't much out there for them.
Not much out there.
It ain't. I'm off the market too. Though.
You off the market?
Yeah, I'm off the market.
Who's the lucky girl?
Stop trying to case people.
No, I'm just saying. He put it out there.
See that?
Is she in the business?
Nah, no business.
She's not in the business.
Not this business now.
Not in the entertainment business.
Nah,
do we know her? Is she a celebrity?
No celebrities, man.
Oh, so I'm just.
So, but check this out, though. It's growth, right? It's growth. We go from one place to another. Like I'm saying, like, at the end of the day, women still gonna like me because of my personality, and I'm still a cool dude, and we can sit down and have a conversation. I can make you laugh, and we can talk, and we can build, and it's all good, man.
Me personally, I think it's the scar.
Is it
It's
really?
something about the
That's
scar.
That's it.
That I know that when
This
I'm on a
can't
date
be
with
it.
me,
It can't
I'm
be
Gucci.
it.
Nothing's gonna happen. Nobody's gonna try it.
This
good.
can't-
Do
it
the
can't be-
ladies love the scar? Or how much do they love the scar?
They love that. That's always been a plus, I would say, because it's something that it tells a story. It's a curiosity. It's like, damn, what happened to you? Damn, what happened to you, babe? I said, listen, man, I woke up one morning and I was born like that. This is a mark of God. I'm the son of God.
Yo, he got jokes for real.
Straight up.
But you know what? I wanted to turn to just real quick a real incident, the Irving Plaza incident. You was there. I know it's not much you can talk about it, but
Right.
just going back to that day, you know what I'm saying? Like, how intense was that?
Yeah, pretty intense. It was crazy. I've been in those
A friend of yours
situations.
got hurt.
A couple people got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple people I know
But I
got
saw
hurt.
you going to the
Yeah.
aid, making sure your folks was great. I mean,
I stayed. I had to stay. I had to
Yeah.
stay, even though like I was cool. I had to stay down. Like I'm talking about no shoes on, and it was crazy. It was crazy. No shirt, no shoes. It was crazy. Glass all over the place.
how's that incident
People
changed
blood.
you as far as security? Because you, like you just said, you're a cool guy. You don't really travel with. Most everybody here is guys I know that you know from Brooklyn.
Right. I keep my circle tight. I just try to stay away from the sucker shit. You understand? If I could just alleviate most of the sucker shit, then I'm good. I ain't worried
You
about.
leave hip hop there.
Yeah, it's like I stay away from But here's the thing about where we at right now. I'm at a place right now where I could do me, get my money, do what I need to do, make my music, do whatever I want to do and mind my business. Stay to myself.
That's a good place
So
to be.
speaking of circles, like everyone with success went through this. You know, at some point, your circle changed, your
course.
trust level changed, and it's normally one of the closest dudes to you that puts you in that situation. That makes it hard to trust anybody. So if you had to deal with that, how did that affect you moving forward?
I've been in situations where people that I felt like were really close to me did shit that I had to cut them off. I had to cut them off early before I saw that it would be a problem later on, because it's better to clip it, to nip it in the bud now before it gets too crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like, people show you their colors. You understand? Like, I talk about love. Love's supposed to be tested. You can't just say I love you and then show me, nigga. Like, how do you know you love somebody if you've never been in a situation to test the love? Have you dealt with it? If me and you homies and one of us, you know, is in a situation where my life is on the line, you know, and I'm facing time, then can I count on you to be there and hold me down, or vice versa? That's how you test love and faith. Do action, not just talk, man.
So that goes for men and women,
Yeah.
but I think it hurts more because with women, you kind of come to that test, that appreciation. You could find a good woman, you know,
Right.
as a successful guy. You can find a good woman that's not in the streets, that's not a bad image. But when it
Right.
comes to dudes, because loyalty or trust is so hard, like how if your main man mess over you, if you go down, you get in trouble for something you shouldn't get in trouble for, it's going to jam you up longer than it's going
Right.
to jam him up. How do you get over, or how do you move forward, you know, in that relationship? And even after moving forward, do you look at that person the same?
It's hard to look at that person the same. It's hard if it's too drastic. That's what I'm saying. It's hard to look at them the same. And then what it does to you, it just makes you more anti. Feel me?
Right.
It makes you more anti.
I want to hit you a little bit more about the music and whatnot, because the Party and Pain is out. I'm loving it. This is your project.
Yep.
You out here promoting it crazy.
Yep.
I mean, what's next for this? You gonna go on tour? Or we go?
Yeah, man. Yeah, we doing a little bit of
You've been
everything.
out here since October, really pushing this project.
Yeah. We're doing a little bit of everything. But you know what I wanted to do differently? See, this is my daughter right here. Hi, little
Oh,
monster,
look, his
baby.
daughter just chimed in.
Hi,
Yo,
Gigi.
peace too. That's a hip hop father moment right
Hi,
there.
Gigi.
His daughter just chimed in on the live interview, and we gotta give him a minute to talk to his
What you
young
doing?
girl.
Hi,
She's
little
so
baby.
pretty. She look just like him too.
You love Daddy? Daddy's at work. What you
She's
doing?
like, "What you doing, Daddy?" He's like, "Daddy's at work." So
Daddy's
you
working.
won't have to. I love that.
I love you. I love you, baby. She's so bad, too.
Oh, she's so pretty.
she's bad,
Look at her.
Gigi, what are you doing?
She mugging in the camera, right, y'all?
Daddy
Giving y'all
gonna call you back,
play-by-play.
okay? I love you so much. All right.
Oh my God. Even without the scar, that just warmed my heart, Maino. You was,
See, I tried to tell you it wasn't all that. It wasn't about that.
yo, this guy right here, like he literally took the time. He could have just sent the right to voicemail.
Never.
That's what and you know what, with
ain't
this
doing
climate of sexual assault, and is this crazy? Russell Simmons, like, is this, I mean, I don't even know what to think.
That's what we doing. Let's go early. Let's get this thing going.
I don't even know what to think, though, man. I mean,
This is crazy though. It's like
It's like if you ever tried to holler at somebody.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? He grabbed my arm back in 2000. I'm trying to get your attention. I'm sorry. Damn. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot popping up. For real. It's popping
You know,
up.
it
Crazy.
sucks to get Russell Simmons, but when you talk about the predators, I mean, you know the difference in guys that actually did.
Exactly. Some of these
and
niggas is
guys that
pedophiles. A
did.
lot of them politicians is pedophiles. I believe all that.
Yeah, so when you look at
Straight up.
situations like that, because a lot of people, I feel like, get that blame through just trying to holler at or get someone's attention. But when you look at certain people and you see this woman, you like, that's a money situation.
Right.
When you look at these guys, you know, going through the industry, you hear a lot of this go on in the industry, man oh man.
Of
Not
course,
just
these
man
niggas,
on woman.
man on man, and Out here, of course, that's what these niggas is out here doing. That's why the girls like me. I'm the last nigga left that like girls.
That makes two of us.
The last nigga left.
No, that makes two of us that like women. I'm just taking. So we ain't gonna say you the last one out here that don't like. Yeah,
in the rap game.
Girls too.
Can I just say they're both treading very lightly?
Hey, listen, it ain't tread lightly.
So
I mean, this hard hats and heels, and we don't edit that good over here. We're gonna keep this. So I'm sure I'll be in trouble again real soon.
I'm gonna definitely be in trouble.
Hey, no, we ain't switching up. We going.
What I wanted to ask him real quick, because I know he got to get back to his listening session real quick. Thanks for taking the time, by the way. In the middle of the listening session, give me what about the Knicks? How you feeling about the Knicks and what happened with Eli with the Giants real quick? We got to add in a little bit of sports.
You know what, man? I got a love-hate relationship with my city, with the Knicks and stuff like that, man. And, you know, I'm a ride or die New York nigga, right? Like I love both teams. Like I love everything New York. So if it's the Knicks and if it's the fucking Brooklyn, right?
The Nets, yes.
I love them and hate them. So I mean, what the fuck, man? Listen, I got a Fila sneaker coming out April, man. Definitely.
You got a what?
A Fila sneaker. I just did a Fila deal. Got a Fila sneaker coming out. You know, that's dropping. That's crazy for me. I'm from Brooklyn. We grew up on Filas. You know what I'm saying? So.
Only place you could get him at one point. You had to go to Fila. Delancey Street,
that's right.
All out, downtown.
So what else you want to get the people before we get you up out of here so we can get this listening at
party and pain, party and pain, party and pain.
Listen, man, I ain't never even been on New York music, right? So I grew up in the South. I'm from Mississippi. So we were just I'm from Mississippi and I moved to Gainesville.
Jackson, Mississippi.
No, not Jacktown, USA. Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi. That's what I meant.
They'll love you in Jackson.
I've been there.
Oh, yeah.
I
know you love Jackson and they going to love you.
I love
But when you look at being from the South, the up north movement, all of a sudden the South kind of take over music. What? Don't say mumble rap, Steph. Yeah, don't say mumble rap. But, you know, what down South guys do you mess with?
I work with man. Listen, I work with T.I., I work with Jeezy, I work with Lil Wayne, I work with a lot of artists from the South. I've never had no problem with artists from the South. Never bothered me at all. Like I mean, it's just as simple as this. If the music is good, it's good. I like to be in the clubs. Like I tell niggas all the time, some of that shit that they call mumble rap, I like. I'm a nigga that's outside. I'm a nigga that when he come to a city, I'm outside. I'm not hiding. I'm outside. So the music that speak to that culture is the shit that's like I'm drinking. I'm having a good time.
So speaking of being outside, you know, a lot of people have to pay taxes to go to certain cities.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that. Not me.
Then we'll leave.
Not me. Not me. Not never.
Chain snatched and all of this.
Yeah, I've helped people get their jewelry back. I'm a good guy. I help, you know, brothers get their watches and chains back in my city.
So how does that phone call go? When they call you, how does that phone call go? Hard hats and heel, keeping it real over here.
I tell you what, I'm gonna give you a scenario. I'm not gonna put them out. There was a producer a couple years ago. Went to a hotel in New York. This maybe like 2 years ago, not even that long ago. And he was messing with a girl. She took his watch. He woke up and his watch was gone. It was a Sky Dweller. And the jeweler that sold it to him, called me because I knew him. And he was like, yo, we think that the girl's from Brooklyn. So I said, all right, cool. You got any information on her? So he sent me a page. I DM'd her. When I DM'd her, like, yo, listen, don't even worry about it. Just let me know if you got it. So I DM'd her. What she did was, she knew it was me, so she contacted a dude that knew one of my homies and was like, yo, look, man, we don't really want no trouble or nothing, but I got the watch, and I want to get the watch back from him. So I mean, it cost him a fee, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Y'all ain't
I was about to say,
you know what I mean?
Good old Santa, fucking Maino Claus over here getting niggas jury back.
No, this is what I'm getting to. So you are the IRS.
No, I wouldn't say that. Listen, look, if I can help, I can help. But at the end of the day, listen, you got to pay for everything. Like I need it.
His daughter, he got mouths to feed.
If that's the case, because here's the thing, if that's the case, then we would just let the dogs eat. And sometimes you gotta let the dogs eat. I've been in situations where I got a phone call about people's jury, and I said, no. Don't worry about it. Keep it. Keep it. Because me getting that hunk of bullshit back is not going to benefit nobody. You can't continuously be the peacemaker. I can't just give it back every time. No. Eat. Let the dogs eat sometimes. Let them eat.
Straight from the king of Brooklyn, you already know.
Let the dogs eat.
Party and Pain. We're going to get to the listening session.
Yeah.
Hard hats and high heels. Clinton Portis, Maino, Step Lover. We out. Bye, haters.
Bye.